Hey guys, jumping on live for a quick session tonight. I'm going to try because the last time that I jump on live, I kept getting kicked off. Facebook was going really strange the other day, so I'll see how I get on. Hopefully, I don't get kicked off this time. Hi Jodie. I'm going to see who pops on with me tonight before I get started. But what I want to talk about is our inner money story. All right, so we want to talk about money. Let's see if anyone else jumps on. I mean, here's the thing. A lot of you, a lot of us, a lot of people, we join these kind of groups. We want to grow our businesses. We want to learn the law of attraction, all that kind of stuff, because we want to make more money. Nobody wants to struggle. Nobody wants to not earn a wage. Nobody wants to be paying everybody else and not getting paid themselves. Everybody wants more because it's not the money, it's not the stuff, it's the hi Julia, hi Lindsay, hi everyone. But it's not the stuff. It's, we just want to live more comfortably. We want to feel more relaxed in life. We want that feeling of security. We want to know that, we want rid of stress. We just want to be happy. And we think that money will help us do that. And it's true. It's we see money as freedom. We see money as being able to enjoy ourselves more, the experiences that money will give us. We want to be able to drive a nice car. We want to be able to pay our bills effortlessly. We want to be able to pay our taxes effortlessly. Everybody has the different things that they want. It's not everybody that wants to earn hundreds of thousands or millions or billions. Some people are like, hey, I don't even know what I would do with that amount of money. Other people struggle when we do the money exercises. When you're doing the money exercises, some people struggle doing the mental spending. You've got to kind of stretch that muscle, and sometimes it's really difficult for people. And they're humble, and that's their money story that they're playing inside. And they want to buy this for that person, this for that person. It's a lovely feeling to be able to give. And it's all about feelings, and it's all about just being able to have this better life while we're here, being able to help more people, being less stressed, all that kind of stuff. Who else is? Hi, Stuart. Who else is on with us? There's a few of you jumping on now. So this inner money story that we have, here's the thing. So we all want more money. We want to be more comfortable. We want more security. We want more freedom. We've got that. Want better holidays, stuff, whatever it is. We want to buy the designer handbag or designer shoes or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Some people want to stop working, don't want to be struggling and tied to work. There's no right or wrong reasons. Whatever your reasons is, it's absolutely fine. But here's the thing. If your money story, what's going on in your head, the money story that you're living, it's connected to your identity of who you think you are and what you think you're capable of. And here's the thing. You will earn the exact amount of money that is linked to your money story, your money thermostat, whatever you want to call it, because it's all in your subconscious, and the subconscious rules unless you learn to overrule it. The subconscious rules. So if your inner money story, if you have come from, struggling background, never had money, money's hard to come by, money's somehow evil, you feel guilty making money, scared of being judged for having money, scared of actually, indulging and paying yourself more, all these things, scared of being judged, all these things and more, like a list and this huge list of things that we play in our heads, guilt, fear, is absolutely insane. It's nuts, because as we're playing this money story inside based on all these limiting beliefs, and we're like, yeah, we want more money, yes, I'm going to work hard, etc. It's nothing to do with that. It is a case of, once we change our inner money story and we start to feel on the level of this new money story, and we act as if we are on the vibration and the level of the new money story. And we start to plant in our heads this new money story. And we start to believe in the new money story and leave behind the old limiting money story. It's only then that things will start to change. We don't all of a sudden go, here's the thing, I've never seen this potential, I've never really seen this happening before, where all of a sudden somebody is playing an inner money story. They are lack, they're focusing on lack, the fear of lack, they're struggling, and every day all they're focusing on is struggle. And then all of a sudden, they do one thing in their business and their business explodes. It generally comes from, if that did happen, it's because the person was beginning to change their inner money story to match it. So in other words, they were starting to focus more on what they wanted, that need for change and that determination. And it was that what I want, that focus of what I want, and that feeling of I'm going to get it. You cannot be kind of like focused on lack, focused on struggle, focused on, that feeling of lack and attract abundance. It just doesn't play up. So how do we start to change our inner money story? Well, of course, you're already starting to do it now with the law of attraction training and stuff like that. But hi, Mandy. Hi, Lauren. But you have to keep practicing. You have to keep doing it. So little tips, and you get this in the training anyway, but little tips to remember on changing your money story. Going to posh hotels and sitting and having a coffee or a drink in the luxury lounge and looking at all the people, soaking it up, imagining yourself as being, one of them, if you like, this person, this new identity that you identify with this level of playing field. Taking the luxury car for a test drive. Literally, again, that feeling of going into the car showroom that is, like above the level, that level that you're aiming for, and getting that feeling of, this is what it feels like. Getting that feeling, going and looking around the dream house, looking at properties online and starting with highest price first, thinking of how you would like to live your life, thinking of what it feels like to have that freedom, looking for holidays and putting most expensive first. And just that feeling of it, and it should fill you with excitement, it should fill you with really good feelings, and it takes you away from that feeling of lack. And it really is, it is like kind of playing a game, if you like. It's literally when I, even now, all the time, if anything shows up in my life that is anything to do with lack, I just remind myself, and if I'm starting to feel it, and I'm starting to feel, if I'm just not on that right vibration, I'm starting to feel it, I remind myself, this is only happening because of things that I've thought. This isn't real. This is just the perception of reality now based on my point of vibration. Forget it, push it out of the way, start focusing on abundance and feeling good again. Okay, let's get back to who I really am. Let's get the motivational videos on. Let's get I used to go on and watch loads of things that was like, luxury houses, luxury villas, lives of the rich and famous, all that kind of stuff, just to kind of feel that feeling of, wow, that is out there, far away from that feeling of lack or, where I've come from, council estate, no money, lack, struggle, living hand to mouth week to week. Get yourself as far away from that thoughts as you possibly can. And you have to have gigantic, unwavering faith. Faith in this process, faith in the source, the universe, whatever you want to call it, and faith in yourself that you can do it, that you're prepared to do what it takes. And often what happens is we don't actually know how we're going to get there. We don't know how we're going to make the extra money. We don't know what is the one thing we're going to do in the business that all of a sudden, whoop, and the cash starts coming in. We don't know when that idea is going to come. You just have to learn to just kind of be peaceful in yourself, have absolute unwavering faith, even when it looks like everything's crumbling around you. You stand firm in your unwavering faith, knowing, I can do this, and I will do this. Turn all that off, get onto your laptop, Put on all the motivational stuff to get you back on that vibration, or spend time with your loved ones. Go and do something that you love to do that gets you back onto that vibration of happiness. If you, like, whatever you're predominantly thinking about every single day, and if it's worry, stress, bills, lack, it's just going to keep showing up. It is just going to keep showing up. Give us a like or a love or a click if you agree. The days that you focus on lack and get stressed out, it just attracts more of it. It pops up everywhere. Would you agree, guys? Rather than, isn't it better to just kind of, it doesn't fix anything anyway. When you're sitting worrying about it, it doesn't fix it. So just take yourself away and get yourself into a better feeling place, into a richer feeling, abundant feeling place. And believe in yourself. If someone else out there can do it, so can you. That was always my saving grace. If they can do it, that means it's possible. Well, I can do it too. And it's as simple as that. You've got to have faith in yourself, guys. Would you agree? Give us a like, give us a love, give us a hi, Ruth. Hi, Diane. Yeah, so how are you getting on with? Ask any questions, give us a like, pop in, type in. Any questions where you get stuck at the moment, where you get stuck in your mindset? Do you have days that you can't help but you dwindle back to that kind of, you don't want to be doing it, but you're kind of dwindling back to that feeling of lack? Do you suffer from anything like that, guys? Any questions that you would like to ask at the moment? Yep, Jodie, you're saying, I do need this. Yes, a little pep talk. Any questions, guys, while you've got me here? Shona, hello, welcome on board as well. We are just talking about mindset and our inner money stories. And we need to raise the game of our inner money stories for it to become our outer money story, to become the reality of our life. We've got to start changing the track in our head. And as we're playing these movies in the head, they are not this identity of someone who's struggling. We have to change that. We've got to plant new beliefs, new visions, new films, new movies about the life that we want, and putting it in our dream books, looking at all the things that we want. And we're literally retraining our brain day by day, step by step, day by day, step by step. Something knocks us down, nope, straight back on again. Dust yourself off. Again, put the good stuff in, get that feeling of abundance as much as you possibly can. Let's see, get some questions here. Any tips to shift that, or would you recommend, I didn't quite understand, recommend the same, experience next level of wealth? I'm not exactly sure what the question means, Jodie, or if I've already answered it. But experiencing the next level of wealth, the way I always see it is, if you start to think about, jets and, private jets here and all that kind of stuff, maybe that's always something that you dreamed of as a kid. But if that's something that you've never kind of really been into, it just doesn't feel, there's no connection to it. That's not something, I've never kind of had dreams of owning yachts and planes and all that kind of stuff. There's no connection to that to me. Try and look at the things that, are at the next level. I always see it as like, like children, when you start to see children growing up, and it's almost like when they get, so they're babies, and then they get to the next stage and the next stage, and then just before they become a toddler, you look at them and you get this kind of vision, and you're like, oh my God, I can imagine, I can sort of see the toddler in them now, even before they quite get there. Or you start, when they're a toddler, you start to go, God, I can almost see a little schoolboy or schoolgirl in there now. It's like you kind of, just as it starts to change, you're getting this vision of the next level. But when you have a baby, you just cannot imagine what they're going to be like as an adult. You try and imagine all these things, but you just can't. You never know. So, but just try and imagine the next level. You're like, oh, I can see them as a wee toddler now. Oh, I'm starting to see that school. Just a step above, a step to the next level. Start to think of that rather than thinking too high, because it might just feel too disconnected for you, if that makes sense. What else have we got here? It's so hard to get out of the negative mindset because it's so ingrained. Absolutely, 100%. It's a habit. It's a story. It becomes it's like it's our identity. We're so used to struggling. We just keep going and keep going, struggle, struggle, struggle. And a lot of it comes from, it's our subconscious ruling the day. We have to override it. So, that's one of the things that we do at the school. We create our Super Self Bible. What are the things that keep us on track? And what are the things that knock us off track? If you know that there's something in your life that brings you down and knocks you off track onto the wrong vibration, or it's like you've got to give yourself the best chance. You can't give yourself your best chance if you're hanging around with the wrong negative people. You can't give yourself the best chance if you wallow in the negativity. At least have a break from it. Even if it doesn't go away, at least just commit to, I've had enough of sitting and feeling crap. I've had enough of wallowing in it. I'm switching on my motivational stuff and reminding myself, I'm bloody capable of changing this. I am capable. I'm a strong, capable human being. I can change this. I just have to keep focused, just keep motivated, and keep learning and keep developing. You have to have faith in yourself. When you sit and you think and you wallow in the negative, and it's not nice to feel the negative, and it's not nice to feel the stress and the overwhelm, and it hits us all. Lots of life situations get in our way that kind of knock the wind out of our sails, so to speak, and it doesn't feel good. But retouching back in with, actually, we're bloody capable of so much, and we don't give ourselves enough credit for the things that we've achieved and that we've done in our life. Even, the little, just the everyday things, the little things, we're stronger than we know. And you need to have more faith in yourself that you can shift your money story and believe that you can get there. Yeah? What else have we got here? I find it hard to focus on having money when you're struggling. It's probably one of the hardest things to do, is when, the situation that you are in feels like lack, but you're having to think of abundance. And all I can say is, it's like act as if. It's like, remember I say about my manifesting thing? Act as if. Just take a break. What is the worst that's going to happen? That's what I used to think about. At the end of the day, if everything comes crumbling down and crashing down around me and all the businesses folded and went flat, I've still got loved ones around. I've still got enough intelligence in my brain that I can start again. I've still got enough support around me that I can start again. I'm never going to be down and out and destitute when I've got so many people around me that can support me, that would help me. And also I have faith in myself that I would always, dust myself off and get back up and try again. When you start asking yourself questions like that and actually thinking, God, what's the worst that could happen? I would just start another business and I just wouldn't make the same mistakes I made the first time. It's almost like that letting go, just let go of all that fear and all that lack and all that commitment to stress and struggle, and just take escape time out. Every time you read a book, every time you watch a positive video, every time you kind of go out and give a bit of love to someone else, or do a random act of kindness to help somebody else, and just go and listen to an audiobook, take a walk, it is an escape from that stress and that lack. And in that time, when you're having that little escape, that is the way you are meant to feel. That is your connection to source. It is not meant to be stressed. When you're stressed and you're feeling lack and you're feeling, that is when you know you are not connected to source. That is when you know you are not thinking and feeling the right things. It's almost like a GPRS system that guides you. Are you close to your goals or not? If you feel bad, you're not close. When you go away and you're just taking some time out, you're recharging, you're feeling connected to source, you're like, that is when the ideas come. That is when you know you are getting closer. You're on that closer level to your goals. Every time you feel good, you are getting closer to your goals. Every time you feel crap, you're getting further away from your goals. Think of it like that. And when you feel crap, just let it pass. Don't try and stop it like you're going to feel amazing every day. Don't try and resist it, but at the same time, don't wallow in it. Just let it pass and just try and replace it with better feeling thoughts. All right, what else have we got here? I should, So Julia, I was contemplating my launch today and was deciding I should manifest getting 200 sales so I could cover my outlay. Then I realized I was just projecting covering my costs. So instead I manifested 500 orders. Exactly. We talked about that at the school. Focusing on breaking even? No. Focus on profits. Focus on the bigger. Never focus on breaking even, because if you do, that's what you'll attract. What else have we got here? Hi Janine, hi Sally, hi Mary, hi Nikki, hi Angela. I've got quite a few of you on here tonight. So hopefully those of you that have just joined that have kind of missed it, this call will go up anyway. It is recorded, but hopefully that's just giving you a little pointer again in the right direction. Because what I used to find when I first started doing this, it was 10 years ago when I started kind of practicing this stuff, I went through phases where I was kind of like, oh my God, this is easy, this is incredible. I could see, I was getting my parking spaces, little miracles would happen. I would segment intend what was going to happen when I went into a room, when I made a phone call, when I opened a letter. I would always stop, get myself into the right feeling place first, play in my head how I wanted the outcome to be, and then do it. And it was like you're so buzzing, and then all of a sudden you would try and do things that you wanted so much, and you try and manifest them, and they wouldn't appear, and you were like, why is this not working? And these are the things that I really want. I can do the cup of tea and I can do the parking space, but what about the things I really want? They're not coming. This stuff's a load of rubbish. This doesn't work. Or is it just me? And you would have all these kind of thoughts going around your head. And there has been loads of times, especially in the early days, that I wanted to give up. That I thought, is this even pointless? Is this worthless? I remember when I first started working with John Assaraf, there were times that I thought, it's like it was getting worse before it was getting better. But I just kept the faith and I kept going, and I kept the faith and I kept going. But I can remember so much resistance at the time. And that's what happens, because your brain is trying to keep you in your comfort zone. So when you start doing things that are out of your comfort zone, and, like more like being brave and, investing in things or putting yourself out there, going live, doing all that kind of stuff, and then what you might find afterwards, you're feeling really high and things are going well, and then all of a sudden, boom, you have this dip down, and you're like, oh, what's going on? I've worked so hard and done all this, but it's not all going perfectly, and I'm having this kind of down again. What is going on? Well, with every up, there's a down as it goes. Just when you come back down, just take a rest. Don't get stressed about it. You can't be up constantly all the time. When you go up and down, up and down, up and down, but when you come down, just rest. Don't stress. Your brain tries to keep you in your comfort zone. That is all that's happening. So sometimes when you start to feel, why is it all going wrong? You have to have trust and you have to have faith. It's all part of the process, especially when your business changes. And sometimes things can happen where you're like, oh my God, I'm trying to grow my business and staff are leaving. And what's going on? And it's like sometimes it's taking a few steps back, 3 steps back to take 10 steps forward. You just have to keep having faith in the process, and trust me, it works when you stay committed. It really, really does. Okay, guys, who else is here? The resistance, yes. Lindsay, you're saying you've been experiencing, yeah, you are normal. That's really important to me, that everyone in here knows that they are normal. Honestly, when I used to see mentors back in the day when I first started doing this, and they just always seemed so perfect. And, their lives were perfect, and they were just like happy, everything was perfect. And one of the things I loved about John Assaraf was he was so real. And he would say, yeah, I get shit days. Yeah, I get bad days. And, this is what I do about it. Everybody gets it. And I think when you have a mentor that is real, and you know that they've had struggles too, and they're being honest, but then they're sharing with, do you know what, I had a bad day today, but this is what I did to get over it. I reminded myself of this and this and this, and keeping you motivated that way. I think that's really important, because if not, you think it's just you. And also what happens is, say other people in the group jump on and they say, oh, because everyone's at different levels. Some people will be going through a time where they just seem to be they're going boom, boom, boom. I see some of my students doing this sometimes. They're like, and they're flying, and you can feel that kind of, you just feel that vibration that they're on. They're winning this award, they're doing this, and they're going boom, 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 higher, higher, higher. And then it can make other people think, if they're in the coaching group too, oh, look, they're doing so well. Oh, maybe why am I not doing that well? Maybe I'm a bit rubbish. But then what'll happen is, once they've gone up and had their boom, they'll kind of plateau for a bit, or they might have little dips and whatever. And then the other person starts going, oh, boom, 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 boom. And that's just how it goes. That's the way of life. Never compare yourself to anyone else. There's no speed at this. There's no, somebody can get success really fast, but lose it just as fast, because it's not on a solid foundation. So never beat yourself up. Be true to yourself, in that you've got to be gentle on yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you're not, like, as you were saying, sometimes you think it's just you. Trust me, it's not just you. I feel the same things. I can feel overwhelmed if I'm work too much. So I go, oh, this is what I need to do now because I feel that. I can feel all these things, but then I know how to deal with them now, because I've created tools and different breathing exercises, different little escape things that I go to, how I speak to myself, the questions that I ask myself. It's just years and years and years of doing it. It clicks in more automatically now. I think it's Tony Robbins that says it as well. He gets down days. He falls down, he gets down days. He just doesn't stay there for very long now. It's like, what happens is, when you start practicing the stuff loads, it's like a bounce effect. So rather than like, it's like, yep, you can go down, but boop, bounce back up. It's almost like that momentum. You just don't stay down anymore. That's the difference. Learning to not stay down when you do get knocked down. That's what's really important. And the more you practice this stuff, it's almost like your brain becomes more switched to the positive side. So when you do go down, it switches into gear of picking yourself back up and talking to yourself in a positive way, and reminding yourself of all the good stuff, and reminding yourself of the tools you need to do to get yourself back up again, etc. All right, guys, so hopefully that was helpful, and a little bit of mindset momentum for you. All right, and take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye, guys.